So look what we want to do here. We want to take this equation here and solve this for R1. Now, I think this really looks worse than it is, because what we're going to do is what we've done before is find the LCD. LCD is R1, R2, R3. Now, these subscripts, these are just names. So this is the first R, the second R, the third R. They're just names. This could be X, Y, and Z, but we named them like resistor 1, resistor 2, resistor 3. So now we're going to multiply every one of these original terms by the LCD. So just write the LCD right alongside each one of these four originals. So let's do that. So we are going to get R1, R2, R3 dot, the first one, R1, right? R1, 2, and 3 right alongside this one. There it is, R1, 2, and 3 alongside the first one. Plus, now let's get alongside the second one. So it'll be R1, R2, R3 dot 1 over R2. Right, we've got it here with the second one, 1 over R2, plus, do it again, R1, R2, R3 dot 1 over R3. So we've got it here, R1, 2, and 3 next to the 1 over R3 equals R1, R2, R3 dot 1. So you can see we've written the LCD alongside every one of these original terms. It's just a little bit long. So what happens now? So we know the whole idea of multiplying by the LCD is to eliminate those denominators. And look at this. In the very first term over here, this R1 will cancel with that R1. So let's do that. R1 goes with R1. And here's what we're left with. 1 times R2, R3. Well, 1 times R2, R3 is just R2, R3. Plus, now what happens in this second term? The R2's cancel. So let's do that. Cancel those R2's, and then we're going to have 1 times R1, R3, right? 1 times R1, R3. R1, R3. 1 times R1, R3 is R1, R3. Plus, and now over here, the R3's are going to cancel. Let's do that. Cancel those. And doing so, we're left with 1 times R1, R2, right? 1 times R1, R2, R1, R2 equals, and in this rightmost term, nothing cancels at all, so we're just left with R1, R2, R3 times 1, which is just R1, R2, R3. Now we're trying to solve this for R1, so why don't we get all the R1s on one side? And in fact, I think what I'm going to do is this. Here's an R1, here's an R1, and here's an R1. Why don't we bring all these over to this side over here? So what we're going to do is subtract this one and this one. Let's do that. So we will get R2, R3 is equal to, now subtract, so we're going to get this term minus this one, minus this one. It's going to look like this. R1, R2, R3, right? That's this term here. Now subtract this one, minus R1, R3, and subtract this one, minus R1, R2. Now, bring it down a line, we'll have R2, R3 equals, now notice here, we have this term, and this term, and each one of them has an R1 in it, right? There's an R1 in each one of these. So let's factor out that R1. So take out that R1, and if we take that out, what's left? Right, so in the first one, if you remove the R1, what's left is R2, R3, R2, R3, minus, now in this one, if you remove the R1, what's left is just R3. So we'll get R3 minus. And in this term, if you remove the R1, what's left is the R2. Now, we're trying to solve this for R1. This three-term expression here is multiplying it, so all we have to do is divide by this. Let's do that. Here's the plan. We're going to divide by this whole thing here. I'm going to do it up here. Well, let's do it here where we have some room. So take this side here, divide it by this. Here's what it looks like. It will look like R2, R3 divided by R2, R3 minus R3 minus R2, and that's equal to, then if you divide this side, this is gone, right, and you just get a 1, so you just get R1, and that's what we're looking for. We've got it.